What's going on, guys? So here in this package is a fake Game Boy Color that I bought from wish.com, and I'm pretty excited to open this thing up because it looks really interesting. It's actually called a GB Boy Color, which is pretty repetitive because GB stands for Game Boy, so it's basically like saying Game Boy Boy Color. It says it comes with 66 built-in games, and it claims to also be able to play original Game Boy games, so we'll try that out, and hopefully it works. But I have some legit Game Boy games to try on it. Also have a legit Game Boy Color to compare with it. This is actually my personal Game Boy Color that I've had since I was like 5 years old. So real quick before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe if you haven't already. And I also want to show you guys my new website. So it's just jrobgaming.com. It's not launched yet, but you can put your email address in and you'll know as soon as it launches. But basically, instead of reselling all my consoles and games and accessories on eBay, I'm going to be selling them directly to you guys. I also got some merch as well. Got one profile picture sticker up here so far. But yeah, make sure to go to jrobgaming.com and put your email in and you'll know as soon as it launches. And so yeah, let's just take a quick look at the listing for this thing. So it says Game Boy GB Boy Color portable game console, 2.7-inch 32-bit handheld game console with backlit 66 built-in games, support standard card. So just like every wish.com listing, they just ramble on with a bunch of keywords. If you look at the pictures, it looks pretty legit. You can tell it's off. It says GB Boy Color. They're not trying to copy exactly the Game Boy Color. The form factor is exactly the same, but the buttons are clearly a little bit different. Obviously the naming is a little bit different, and it also comes with a backlit screen, which is different from the original Game Boy Color. Now they do make backlit screens for the Game Boy Color now that you can put in yourself, but it's kind of cool that it comes with one. And then of course it requires AA batteries, but it also has some pretty cool colors. I honestly don't remember what color I bought, but let's go ahead and open this thing up and see what we've got inside. I wonder if the packaging will be similar to the original Game Boy Color as well. I imagine it's got to be, because if it's the same form factor, there's not a whole lot of choice of your packaging size and stuff. All right, so moment of truth. Let's see what we got in here. Oh, it's like a legit box. It's not the most flattering picture on the screen, but it gets the job done, I guess. It says 66-in-1. I guess that's their logo up there. Looks like a GF. Not sure why. Then here on the back, it says GB Boy Color again. Language I can't understand. We got 56 colors is mixed to 32,000 colors. Not sure what that means. New style construction and economy power technology. Support multi-person games, more colors for choice, new front light screen, much more better. Dude, I never understand why these companies don't just hire somebody that can speak English and can like translate properly, because it looks like they just put stuff into Google Translate and just copy it down, which obviously doesn't work. I mean, new front light screen, much more better. You can't get much better than that. So here on the side, it shows you your color choices. So we got crystal purple, crystal green, crystal blue. I guess I got the green. Good choice by me, I guess. We got just a standard on the back side, which I definitely went with a translucent because translucent is cool. When is it not cool? Kind of like RGB lights, you can't go wrong. And so let's go ahead and open this package up and see what we've got in here. Got the Game Boy there, and that's it. Everything else in there is just blank space. Nothing in there. Oh, I guess there's some manuals. All right, so yeah, they got the manuals here, but nothing else in there. At least I'm assuming it's a manual. Can't read it, so doesn't matter to me. Let's go ahead and just try this thing out. So this thing is, on first glance, it looks bigger than the Game Boy Color. That's interesting. Figure out how to get this thing out of the package. There we go. All right, so here it is, and I gotta say, first impression is not great. The buttons feel pretty crappy. I mean, they work, but they just feel cheap. As you can see, GB Boy Color, and the color right there is just kind of funny because the colors are very muted. It screams knockoff. Obviously it is, but it just screams it. And the translucent green is kind of cool. You got your label back here. Got your two AA batteries to go right there, just like the Game Boy Color. And you also got a cartridge slot up here. So apparently you can play games on this, legit games, but we'll try it out. Let's go ahead and do a quick comparison of the real Game Boy Color and the fake one. So yeah, the fake one is definitely larger in size. So if we line them up on the bottom, or maybe we line up on the top, you can see that the fake one sticks out a little bit further. It's also just a bit wider. And honestly, it feels fine in the hands. It feels just like a Game Boy Color. Actually, no, the Game Boy Color feels better. The buttons feel better on the Game Boy Color, feel more legit. It's got the little bump in the back that helps you hold it. The bump is not quite as pronounced in the fake one, so it's not quite as nice to hold. This is an interesting console. Otherwise, they, copied everything pretty closely. Like you got your port on the side here. You also got your volume slider on both of them in the same spot. And then on the right side, you get your power in the same exact slot. So it's interesting that they copied all the placement the same, but they made the sizing slightly different. and of course called it GB Color, GBoy Color, GB Boy Color. I can't get that right because I just want to say Game Boy Color. And even the speakers in the same spot, different grill though. And the interesting thing is a lot of other people on Wish will take real Nintendo consoles and put the internals in there and then put a fake case on them. But this one's just completely fake. I guess you could call it a clone maybe because the entire thing is fake. I don't know, but let's go ahead and put some batteries in this thing and let's turn it on. All right, so I acquired my AA batteries. Let's go ahead and put them in there. And we shall attempt to turn this thing on. And there we go. It's even got the same exact boot up sound. All right, so I zoomed in all the way so you can see the screen clearly. And here's the built-in games. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the volume down because that noise is, the little beeping is annoying. We got Pac-Man, Contra, Super Mario Land. I guess these are Game Boy games. I'm not too familiar with the original Game Boy games or all the Game Boy Color games, so I'm not sure. Let's see if we got any Pokemon games. But they said there's 66 games, I believe. All right, so that's interesting. It goes up to 66 and then it keeps going. So there's definitely more than 66. It says 188 in one. So I guess they included some bonus games. Let's go ahead and try one of them out. We got Donkey Kong. All right, so I booted up Donkey Kong and I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. I'm pressing start. And when I select a file, I can't figure out what's going on. It's probably some trick that I'm probably just missing something easily. But all right, so here we go. Playing Donkey Kong, apparently. All right, now we're playing. I guess I was just in a cutscene for a long time. Got Mario. Played this a long time ago. I think you just got to get up to Donkey Kong and avoid all the crap he's throwing at you, which I clearly did not do there. That was pretty bad. So we got Super Mario Land. Yeah, there's 188 games. Pretty straightforward. Looks like just a bunch of Game Boy games that you can play. It's just interesting that it boots up with its own special GB Boy Color. All right, so we've tried out a couple of the games on here. And actually, that's weird. I just turned it off, turned it back on, and went straight to Dr. Mario instead of to the main menu. Maybe I have to leave it off for a few seconds or something. Or just turn it off and on twice. That's interesting. You'd think they have a button built into here, but I guess not. Well, let's try a legit game. So first of all, I have an actual Game Boy game. Not Game Boy Color, but Game Boy game. So let's try to put this in and see if it boots up. So, oh, that's a pretty tight fit. And as you can see, it's not flush with the top because like I showed you earlier, this thing is larger than the Game Boy Color. Let's go ahead and boot it up and we'll see what it does. So basically, they've just replaced the original Game Boy or Game Boy Color startup with their own GB Boy Color thing. But the game is clearly working. I guess this is it's a decent budget system to have. I don't think I mentioned how much this cost earlier, but I paid about $55 for it after the item price, the shipping, and then some discounts I had from Wish, which is, kind of steep for a console. I'm not going to call it crappy. It's actually not too bad of a console. The controllers are not my favorite, but honestly, it's not too bad. I do think the controls in the original Game Boy Color feel a lot better. So I'd say if you have unlimited budget, I would say the best option is to take a real Game Boy Color and then replace it with the backlit screen. Because you can get some really nice backlit screens nowadays for the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, that sort of thing. Much better than this one. But this one's definitely better than the OG Game Boy Color. Because let me just show you a really quick comparison. So you just saw that with it on, right? So let's go ahead and put it on the Game Boy Color. And I mean, you can probably barely see that on the screen. It helps that I have a light shining right on it, but there's no backlight, so it's really hard to see. If you played the Game Boy back in the day, you probably remember, trying to play this thing at night. You either had like a little squiggly light, or you try to play it under the lamp or under some street lights and stuff. Kind of funny stuff. Let's go ahead and try a Game Boy Color game now. All right, so it looks like I booted up without an issue. We're playing now Cubics, man. I don't even remember what Cubics was from. I guess it was a TV show or something, but I played this game back in the day, like all the time. There was a show or something about Cubics. I don't remember, but I think this is a racing game. Yep, it is. Yeah, so it's definitely working fine. Like I said, the controls are not the best, but they're also not bad either. All right, so clearly a Game Boy game works, Game Boy Color game works. So honestly, not too bad of a console. It's pretty dang similar to the Game Boy Color, just a little bit larger, and obviously the theming is different. Has some built-in games randomly, and has a backlit screen, unlike the original Game Boy Color. The buttons, I'm not a huge fan of the buttons. I think they're kind of stiff and just don't feel the best. Don't feel quite as good as the original Game Boy Color. These right here, they're kind of mushy, but they feel nice, easy to press. These are not mushy, but I don't know, they just feel odd. Pretty cool theming though. Got a translucent green device here. Like I showed you, all the ports and buttons and stuff are in the same spots. You even got your AA batteries, just like a classic. Also got your headphone jack down here. But yeah, kind of a cool console. $55 I think is a little bit steep, but honestly not too terrible for what it is. You know, like I said, if you have a lot more money, I'd say just buy the original Game Boy Color and then just mod it yourself with the backlit screen and stuff. All right, guys. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe down below, and let me know down in the comments what else I should buy from Wish. It's definitely definitely interesting to get these weird Nintendo consoles from there. But this is an interesting thing, and it's interesting that it actually plays legit games. It also has all the built-in games, and just it's, you know, it's not an exact clone because it's a different form factor and stuff. You know, they changed some things up, but it's just an interesting device. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.